Hey, how's it going, Wizards? Welcome back to a brand new video. Would you look at that? Look, we got some stuff to cross off. I got my license. At the time of recording this, it is the 27th, or the 28th. I've been driving for a couple days. Get a job by the first week of July. Oh shoot, I got orientation for my new job this Friday. I got the job. I'm going to be trying a new series on this channel. Essentially what I'm going to be doing is emulating the style of a YouTuber. If you guys don't know what emulate means, read a frickin' book, you dang mook. But for this video, we are going to be emulating Chris Ray Gun. Basically, it means I'm going to try to copy him, sort of, but in a more flattering, less steely plagiarism way. This is just a way for me to practice different editing techniques. So I'm going to, kind of use some of his editing tricks and techniques to kind of change the tone and mood of my voice.
Hi there, Chris Ray Gun here. You remember when things were nice? You remember when things weren't horrendous? You remember when life wasn't so sad? Happy Easter, bitch! Hey everybody, Chris Ray Gun here. God was supposed to come back by now, but it's very clear he's given up, as should I.
Hey, what's the matter, honey?
I don't sleep 'cause when I do, all I dream are dreams of you. And in yours you say keep the falling out. I don't sleep 'cause when I do, all I dream are dreams of you. And in yours you say keep the falling out.
Hey everybody, Jesus Christ. I did it, yes! Shoot. Hey everybody, Chris Ray Gun here. Hey everybody, Chris Ray Gun. Hey everybody, Chris Ray Gun. Jesus Christ, oh my god. Alright, we're done. Can you guys see this background? You know how long it took me to get it like this? Life is suffering. Am I overdoing it a little bit? God, I hope this video turns out okay. If something goes wrong with this video and I have to redo all this, I'm not going to. I'm just not gonna make the video. All right, let's get into it. Main review. Just give up. Just succumb to the sweet release of death. All right. Well, first we're gonna be talking about the death of one XXX extension cord, also known as XXX Extinct. He was a 20-year-old rapper that was shot in Florida a couple weeks ago. I wish I could do Chris Ray Gun's voice. Wouldn't that be neat? Wouldn't that be neat? That's close. I'm getting there. He's got kind of a speech impediment. I feel like I'm making fun of him. Chris, if you're seeing this, I'm sorry. For those of you not privy to the SoundCloud rappers, this is XXXTentacion. He was a rapper, he was 20 years old, and he was recently shot dead in Florida in his car.
Oh my god. Yeah, how did I? Ow. No, stop.
I need to throw it at you.
Me.
I need to. No. Do you want to be in the video or not?
No. Not like this.
You might be thinking, why do we care? Did he give to charity? No, not quite. He threatened to rape his girlfriend with a barbecue fork and beat her to the near brink of death on several occasions. So, close to charity. He was giving away death, which is a delight. That's a treat for me. I wish I was dating the guy. Dang. But he's dead now, so I can't. Ooh, too soon, too soon. Hey, Chris. Beer me. That's right. We gotta do our own special effects here on the channel. Woo! That wasn't acting. For a second there, I was overcome with the kick of coke. So X was a very controversial guy, to say the least. Apparently he was trying to clean up his image and be nicer towards the end. He was given to charity. In fact, that was just before he was shot. He was going to buy some stuff for a charity event. There were some allegations that were made about him, about his girlfriend that I mentioned earlier. And the thing is, they were all allegations. He was actually being put to trial just before he was killed. They were finally getting around to going to trial. It had been, numerous reports over a very long amount of time. And since he's a performer, he'd been like in and out of jail and in and out of court and like a bunch of different stuff. It's a lot to get into, but essentially, to give you the spark notes of it all, he was going to trial, but they were all allegations at this point. Nothing had been proven, nothing was definite. There were some pretty gruesome pictures, you know, that were shown as evidence. And I'm not saying the guy was a saint. I believe that he did, you know, most of what was said. But just reading the transcript of everything that he was being accused of, it's some serial killer level stuff. I'm sure he did some heinous stuff. There's no doubt in my mind that he did some truly repugnant stuff. But exactly how bad was it? You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes, when there's large sums of money at play with these big celebrities and actors and whatnot, allegations for something like a little bit of a domestic abuse, you know, something small like that, gets blown out of proportion into myth, fable level stuff like you're raping your girlfriend with a barbecue fork. On Reddit, where I first heard about this, where I was reading live updates before he had even died, he had just gotten shot, and I'm reading the comments, everybody is like, who is that guy? But for the people that did know, and for the people that had found out through the comments, they were all saying the same thing. Good, I'm glad he's dead. He deserved to die. Finally, there's justice in the world. The garbage has been taken out. I'm not saying that if you're young, you can rape and torture people and get away with it, but it certainly does help. The thing is that he was only 20 years old. In fact, I think he had just turned 20 before he died, and so he's basically still a teenager. You walk like someone with polio. I wish I was blind so I never had to see you again. TanaCon. But basically, TanaCon was a convention that Miss Tana Mongeau over here, you might have heard of her. She had a whole iDubbbz thing. She's like, you know, really against racism or something. What it was supposed to be is a convention that she's putting on with a bunch of other creators to rival VidCon. VidCon is a big YouTuber convention. If you don't know what it is, get off from, just leave. I can't explain everything to you freaking idiots. I honestly thought that this was a great idea, and that's why I wanted to talk about it, because it's a big mess. But she started planning this 30 days before it was set to happen. So everybody gets there, they're all excited. The hotel was apparently only supposed to hold 1,000 people. They had it at a Marriott hotel, and they sold 5,000 tickets. There were 5,000 people that paid $65 for the feature creator pass. And what do people get? Well, they get to wait in line in the sun in a parking lot for 8 hours. So nobody was prepared for this. They all thought they were going to go inside, do a convention at this hotel, and go and get to see their favorite creators. And instead they stood outside for hours and hours. Nobody brought sunscreen, nobody brought water, nobody was prepared for this. One person was hurt and a bunch of people were severely burned. But the saddest thing is, a bunch of people flew across the country from other countries to come see her. People from Canada, there was some guy from Hawaii, people from just other states, you know, a couple states over. People spending thousands of dollars for room and board, you know, for the plane ticket over. I mean, that stuff gets expensive, especially for a couple days. And you know, and there's nothing to be done about it. That stuff can't be refunded. At the best they're going to be able to do is refund the $65 they paid for the ticket. They also got this really sad goodie bag. The contents of the goodie bag were supposed to total more than 4 times the amount of the price of the ticket, which was $65. I suppose if you're going off of the price of the ticket being 0, because the event was supposed to be free, then, you know, with a little bit of simple multiplication and simple math, it was over 4 times. You could say it was over 1,000,000 times, because anything multiplied by 0, of course, is 0, and that bag was worth nothing. But the biggest problem is that YouTube and VidCon and other creators are gonna back away immediately if they hear anything about this kind of thing again. So essentially what she's ensured, you know, inadvertently, is that nothing will ever be able to rival VidCon. The very thing that she was hoping to achieve and do with this is now almost guaranteed that nothing like this will happen, because people will be afraid, they won't want to go, they won't want to spend their money, and honestly, no creator is going to want to try to put anything on like this because they've seen what a colossal failure is. Alright guys, that's going to about wrap it up for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will see all of you lovely little wizards. What does he call his fans? Chris Ragians? Goodbye. Roar. So I came all the way here just to insult and berate you. Jadil, you're like a human vacuum cleaner.
Why? Because I suck.
Because, yeah. Jadil, you should be tied to train tracks and then raped by the conductor. Alright, see you later.